Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ishar Sandhu. I am the co-founder and CEO of Easy ELD Solutions, and I'm here today with my partner, Parmbir Bra. I would like to start off by providing some background information on who we are and how we got started. My introduction to the trucking industry came at a very young age. In the past 15 years, I've been a driver, a dispatcher, and have had the opportunity to run a trucking company with over 50 trucks. Easy ELD Solutions was started in 2017 with the thought of making a difference in the Central California trucking community. Our journey began as an ELD company, but as sales grew and our vision expanded, we wanted to be more than just an ELD solution. Today, we are here to to show you guys a solution that is easy to use, innovative, and provides real value to the end user. According to the Department of Transportation, 97.3% of interstate motor carriers operate 20 trucks or fewer, and 91% operate 6 trucks or fewer. Our solution provides both a web-based portal and a mobile-based application, allowing smaller trucking companies and owner-operators to take advantage of telematics. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to my partner, and he's going to get started with the application.
Good afternoon, everyone. As you guys can see behind, this is our mobile-based application. This particular trucking company is a mid-sized trucking company. All of their trucks are currently being tracked live on this map. Once we begin to zoom in, you'll see the clusters start to break apart. As we zoom in further, you'll actually see individual trucks start to pop up, identified by their truck number. Now, we could click on any one of these trucks, which would take you to our dashboard. If, however, you wanted to see a comprehensive list of all of your trucks, you'd want to click on the top left, top right here, the List View button, and this gives you a running list of all your trucks. All the trucks are identified by their truck number as well as their current location. So what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and click on one of these trucks, truck 531, which brings you to the dashboard. The dashboard has currently 4 features, which my partner Ishar is going to go ahead and explain to you guys this time.
Thank you very much, Parmbir. So I would like to go ahead and get started with the first feature, which is critical engine data. This feature really puts you behind the driver's seat as it gives you a perspective of what's going on with your truck. As you guys can see on the screen, it gives you speed, RPM, fuel levels, oil temperature, coolant, and if we scroll down, it'll even tell us if the driver's wearing a seatbelt or not. So this is really useful information, kind of gives you an overview of how the truck is performing. Next, let's go ahead and jump into the maintenance scheduling feature. As we all know, maintenance plays a huge part in the trucking industry and can have a significant impact on the trucking company's bottom line. What you guys see here is a schedule. On the far left is a list of items that need to be maintained, and on the far right are the miles remaining to the next maintenance. Now, this is just a schedule, but you can also perform maintenance. Right on the top right has a maintenance button. Now, again, you guys see a list of all the items that we want to maintain. You can also add an item on the spot if we need to. So at this point, you would just enter in the miles at which you want to be reminded for your next maintenance. And when you hit submit, it'll put it on the schedule and send you a notification for your guys' next maintenance. Now, let's get into our next feature, which is going to be the GPS tracking feature. Many of you guys are aware this is one of the oldest features around, and it's one of the most useful ones. It allows you to make real-time updates and gives you accurate data of where your truck is, so you can update your customer on your truck's ETA. Now, our map here just adds a little bonus to where it shows the actual route that the driver took and where he stopped and how long he stopped for. So this is really helpful information for day-to-day trucking operations. So if we go back to the dashboard, I want to kind of finish off here with the Diagnostics tab, which is very powerful. I want to kind of give you guys an example. So let's say you guys have a trucking company and you get a phone call from your driver that, hey, my check engine light just came on. So check engine light's on. Now you have to make a decision to either keep going or if you need to send that truck to a mechanic. Now what our solution does is it takes the code generated from the ECU and it displays it directly here on this screen. So at that time, you'd be able to do a little bit of research. Quick search on Google will give you information about what that code means, and you can make an informed decision, which is really, really powerful. Saves you time, and it saves you money. Time is more important than money in the trucking industry, which most of you guys may know. So that's the overview of the application. I want to pass it back to my partner so he can start off on the portal.
Thank you, Isher. So here we have our web-based portal. This is primarily going to be used by fleet managers, dispatchers, just people that are working in the back office. Owners could also log in and get a general overview of how their company is performing. Here in the middle here, we have a very similar map as we did in the application. The map does provide real live tracking of all the trucks indicated here. The clusters, again, once you zoom in, will start to break apart. You could click on those trucks and get all the information that was displayed on the dashboard on the application. On the right-hand side, we also have a very similar list view. It, again, provides the truck number, the location of the truck, but it also provides the speed of the truck, the RPM of the truck, and also indicates whether or not that truck is on or off at this time. We also have a maintenance tab of this on this web portal here. Scroll up. Some drivers are better than others at scheduling their own maintenance. For drivers that are not particularly good, if a driver were to call you and indicate, let's say, that the tread of his tires is running a bit low, you as someone who's working in the back office could log into the portal, go to the maintenance section, and schedule a maintenance for, let's say, the tires here. You can indicate that in 10,000 miles, you want to be reminded that this truck needs to have his tires changed. So if or when that truck does drive its 10,000th mile, you'll be notified that it's time to change that truck's tires. One additional feature that we have in the portal that's not available in the application is geofencing. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with geofencing. It allows you to create a virtual fence around an area on a map. Fleet managers, dispatchers could create this around a warehouse or a yard. You could assign specific trucks to it, so if or when any truck enters or exits that yard or warehouse, you will receive a notification. There's a lot of other really great features here that we'd like to go over with you guys, but as you guys know, we are in a hard time restriction, so I'd like to thank you guys for allowing us to present our solution here today. If you guys do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We will be at booth 30 for the duration of this conference. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.